Hey guys, it's Ornlu. Good morning, everybody. It is morning still now for the next less than a minute. I was on time. All right. Oh. Hello. Yeah, well, the top half of my head is the good half, or something. Have to do that. There we go. All right, this is a best of 7. This is Specialist Cup 2. Andy. Kylier Mountain, I don't know. Inundation, I certainly know. Winter Lakes looks like Cross, but with 2 more lakes in it. Hoodoo, I know. Hoodoo's, that's an OBNC map right there. Prospector's Grail I have seen before, like once, I think, casting the tournament. Island hopping, I don't know at all. Can't believe we have an OBNC map thrown in there. Hoodoo's basically just Scandinavia, but Nomad. Golden Hill. Gonna be map number 1. That is a classic. Thinking back to, what was it, War is Coming? When you'd have, like, the Vikings player just slinging in Feudal Age. Oh, it's one of those days, isn't it? Well, people at the very least are interested in the new expansion. Yeah, we're at almost 13,000 views on that crappy video I made. Just goes to show, it pays to upload it fast. Didn't talk about the AoE mobile update? Ah, my apologies. Was Miles better than T90s? I mean, that's not saying much, is it? I mean, I watched the Vikings and Vikings Valhalla. That's about as close as I can get. The No Viking campaign? No, they said that in all 3 campaigns, or all 3 sections of the Harald Hardrada campaign, T90 is the Minnesota Vikings, that's true. You play as both the Vikings and insert new civ. My question is, do I go about it for the review in the sense of 3 separate but connected campaigns, like Dawn of the Dukes, or do I do it like one big connected campaign, like the Grand Campaign? I have no idea. We'll have to see how it actually is parsed out. I don't know. Because it seems like it's going to be kind of like the Alexander the Great campaign. They sure are drafting civs, all right. And to worry about how to handle the AoE 2 campaign? Oh, yeah, for sure. Didn't Hera play AoE Mobile recently? Was like, he was paid to do it or something? Playing Chess Arena? I have no idea what that is. Thought they were the best Nomad civ. Well, remember, it's not actual Nomad. Or like Nomad. It is a bunch of different maps. That have Nomad starts. So, you would think that Huns would be close to top tier on at least one of these maps, so it's a little surprising that they are picked so late, but it's not like any of the civs that have been picked before them are bad. Ah, then they snipe Spanish and Dravidians. Look at running. With Spanish snipe, he has no AOC civs at all. Oh, what the world has come to. 40 real... What? Oh, wait. T90's streaming Chess Arena. Dave is streaming Chess Arena. There is absolutely no way he is not paid to promote this. Okay, he is paid to promote this. Dave is also paid to promote this. I know some people have issues with streamers being paid to play and promote different games. I really have no issue with it. Go get that bag. It's just like celebrities doing ads. Like, unless the game is really problematic, just kind of like if celebrities do, you know, ads for something problematic, but in general, it's you know, you gotta make a living. Wiska better than the 2P? Yeah, kind of surprised we don't have a 2P pick. Again, I really haven't seen much of the Nomad Cup here at all, so I'm not entirely sure on what the meta is looking like for these maps. But in general, any FCU civ is good on Nomad. One of the main reasons Spanish have always been so good. Has he done them before? That's true. They probably are paying extremely well, if I had to guess. Dave doesn't do that much either, I believe. For Varangians, my understanding is that it would be a more... They thought it was a more interesting name than the Swedes. And I think that they really wanted to connect it to, you know, the Varangians and Harald Hardrada and stuff like that. But they do basically represent the Swedes. I think people tend to get really caught up in the semantics of civs and unit names and stuff like that instead of, like, what they are in the artistic sense representing. But yeah, my understanding is that they are basically the Swedes and the Varangians. You know, everybody east of Norway and Denmark that were Vikings. I think it's a little weird, and I would have just called them the Swedes, just because that's following AoE naming, civ naming convention, but again, it's not the end of the world. Specializing in gunpowder? Yeah, I don't think that would at all happen in the AoE 2 time frame. Now, people are upset that there isn't like a Kalmar Union reference of the civ. Maybe we'll see that in the tech tree of the Danes, and maybe they will have some sort of gunpowder. Yeah, but the 30 Years' War is AoE 3 time frame, not AoE 2 time frame. That's the Rigadoos in AoE 3 with the Swedes there. In case you don't know, the Swedish explorer in AoE 3 says Rigadoo. Very decisively, I might add. Anyway, Golden Hill is going to be map number 1, so this is a hybrid map with a middle control aspect to it, so I imagine a civ like the Wu and Bengalis would be top tier. Malay would be good, Italians would be good, Bohemians would be good. Norse, well, it seems like they... World's Edge likes to have a theme for all the Age of Empires franchise. And that you have, like, a Norse expansion for AoE 2, AoE 4, all that stuff. And it seems like they do the research, and then they can sort of cross-reference the game design aspects from the various AoE titles. Alright, this is Specialist Cup 2. Nomad Finals. A best of 7. And here we go. That music? Yeah, no idea if they're going to do longhouses or whatever. I may call them... That feels like it's would be really silly. You can't combine the barracks, archery range, and stable. There isn't enough space on the UI. Anyway, Golden Hill is a classic Nomad start map. We will have running in the purple as the Malay to the east. And interestingly, Andy's going to be rocking the Vikings over here to the west. Now, it's not that Vikings are bad here. I mean, it is a water-rushing map. But you'd think that Vikings would be on a more full naval map, like, say, Island Hopping or Prospector's Grail. Both have more water, I think, to fight over and do that more traditional naval rush build, whereas Vikings aren't especially good at controlling the middle of the map. But if it's only available in the Imperial Age, why would you even bother making it at all? Demoted to regional units? Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Anyway, early dock here from Andy, of course, leveraging the Viking discount. Seems like he is off to a good start. Hello, Messenger. Got a boar coming in. And we will have to see what these guys are up to. So to get here, let's double check. Andy swept his group stage, beating Overtaken Fire and some other Austrian guy I don't know. Then 3-0 Kingstone, 3-0 Kapach, 3-0 Lucho. Andy literally hasn't lost a game yet. Wow. And those are not plebs that he's beaten, so good performance from him. Running was 3-1 over Stone Please, 3-0 over Ween Dinchester, 3-0 over No Zombie, and did he... Okay, something weird happened with his group where there was like a bunch of admin losses, so there was literally only 2 people in his group. He won 2-1 over Prisma, and that was the only group stage game he played. So in AOM, the longhouses train like the basic units, and the hill forts train the expensive units. Yep, new DLC. But again, like AOM's design philosophy is completely different than AoE 2. AoE 2 needs to keep everything relatively similar across all of the civs. That's kind of the magic of the game, is that no matter how many civs they add, they all have the very basic same design philosophy. Does that make it more historically inaccurate? Yes. And people might want certain aspects of the civ highlighted more in their design, but then it doesn't become AoE 2 anymore, it becomes a different game entirely. Oh? Well, yeah, I mean, that was on purpose, right? They wanted the Greeks to feel the most like a regular Age of Empires civ, because that would be the most familiar mythology to the average player. It's the same thing with Terran and StarCraft, where the humans and the first campaign are the most familiar RTS race. Or they have the most regular RTS mechanics. It is all done with intentionality. Anyway, Andy does seem to have a bit of a better start here. Extra fishing ships out. Good build from him so far. Yeah, humans in Warcraft are the same, right? Most traditional RTS mechanics. Talking about historical accuracy? I think some people get caught up in historical accuracy too much. They get lost in the sauce, so to say, and forget that you're making an Age of Empires game, and that you really shouldn't be shaking the Age of Empires framework too much. And I think really about a lot of the interesting stuff in Age of Empires is how you translate those historical ideas into regular AoE 2 gameplay mechanics. And that's where you really have to take those artistic liberties. And you get the interesting representation aspects of AoE. Like, for instance, the Poles having their salt mining represented by gathering gold from stone, right? That is taking something historical, but instead of making it something completely new for the Poles, they just translated it into a very basic, understandable Age of Empires bonus.
Yeah.
In the deserts of Arabia? Yeah, I mean, it's... Again, like I said, people get lost in the sauce.
Apa sasananya, Baginda?
Alright. Uptimes are going to be very similar. Running is with 3 more villagers right now. That is, of course, the Malay bonus. But honestly, Andy's off to such a good start here that it's going to be at least a hot second before there's really a noticeable advantage in terms of eco. And actually, I mean, they still have 8 fishing ships. Doesn't play multiplayer. Well, I mean, that's where you get... It's both the positive and downside of AoE, where you have people who enjoy the game in completely different ways. And unless they really dabble in all aspects of the game, they tend to marginalize the communities that they don't interact with in terms of their importance. Well, the Teutons, but again, that's where you get the artistic representation. They're calling the Civ Teutons as the umbrella for all of the, you know, Germanic kingdoms into the Holy Roman Empire, into the Crusader states. And you have aspects of the Teutons that draw on different areas. Anyway, hulks and fire ships. Triple hulk opening. Ooh, blocking with the fishing ships there is Andy. This tower is coming in. And that is going to get at least a fishing ship, maybe 2. No, just the 1. Gimmicky? I think that the... they're trying to get away from the more gimmicky unique units. Like, the unique units from the last Chieftains weren't especially gimmicky. The only thing that felt a little gimmicky is the charge attack of the Bolas Rider, which feels just a little bit weird, but they wanted to include some sort of snare effect for the Bolas, which does make sense. Electra as a civ? I mean, we're kind of sort of changing what a civilization in Age of Empires means. Well, yeah, I mean, people dislike gimmicky unique units, but again, if you add new stuff to the game, there has to be something different about them. The nearby glitches on death. Yeah, I honestly think that those are unnecessary gimmicks. But I'm generally a fan of fairly simple units whenever possible. Yeah, no, the tower is definitely a very interesting choice, especially with how low pierce armor most ships have. That said, Andy, with the power of Vikings here... oh, he's cornered them. Really good unit positioning from Andy. The tower's doing a good job of focusing the low pierce armor Hulks, though. And, I mean, who can we say that this is good for? I think it's still good for running. Ooh... Oh, the galleys are all so low, though, and they're not getting out of range of the fight. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, jeez. This tower's dealt almost 600 damage, guys. Yeah, shock infantry just means infantry that the devs want to be countered by militia. Or, you know, swordsmen. All right, I mean, look at the KD. It is in favor of running by a lot. So, Andy really not respecting the tower. I mean, towers did have their bonus damage reduced a little bit versus ships, but you still get, what? Yeah, 5 bonus damage, and because ships have such low pierce armor here by and large, that, I mean, you're still, even to the fire ships, dealing 6 damage an arrow. No, I think it's, like, objectively good for running what he did. And it's something that really makes sense given the narrow, you know, geography of the river. All shield infantry was shock it's the game is it's impossible not to make the game more complicated over time if you keep on adding new content. That's just the downside. Anyway, running double the KD right now. Res collected are still even. I mean, if Andy didn't have such a good start to this game, he would be in an absolutely dreadful position. That said, again, the resources collected are still relatively even. He's going to click up to Castle Age at around the same time as his opponent. Yeah, I mean, Malay are going to get there a minute faster, but it could be worse. And this is the part of the issue, though, is that docks go down so fast to fire ships that if you lose water, it's really hard to get it back. And the generic tech tree. Well, again, it's what the technology allowed them to do. Although, if I recall correctly, Warcraft 1 and 2, both, they just had humans and orcs, but humans and orcs were pretty different. A lot of the bonus damage shenanigans? Yeah, but then they reintroduced them because fire ships were kind of broken, so it's still a little confusing. With minor stat. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Warcraft 1 and 2 were like the first RTS games. Personally, I feel like Warcraft is just it's a little too micro-y. I mean, you can see it working towards what became Dota in World of Warcraft, where it was just like all focusing on one, you know, hero unit instead of, like, actually, you know, building up a big army. Sorry. Warcraft 1 was, I believe, the first actually successful major sailing, genre-defining RTS game. Anyway, Castle Age is in here for Andy. Running because he built the tower, doesn't have any stone income. He's going to be building a monastery. And you can see here that Andy's been able to spam docks all over the place. I guess that's one way to use the discount. Still, running has a big naval advantage, and something that I would have liked to have seen is that with running's ships over here, I wish Andy sent some villagers to the middle of the map. Because it's not at all guaranteed for how much longer you can even send units at the middle without them being obliterated by ships. Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah, that's so annoying in Warcraft. Yeah, I didn't play that much of Battle for Middle-earth 1, but I played a lot of Battle for Middle-earth 2. It's a fun game that I wish I could make content for without getting the Tolkien estate lawyers angry at me. But alas. Liked in multiplayer? Yeah, but Warcraft players like the heroes, and I don't like them. I wish you could play Warcraft with 0 heroes at all. Couldn't even use the mouse. Anyway, longboats are here. There is a monk. Andy trying to fight his way back on the water with the longboats. Remember, they... actually, never mind. They changed their train speed, so it's now the same as the war galley. Hero unit mechanic? Yeah. Andy is a little bit housed, but he is on the 2 TCs, is behind by 5 vills, but he has done yeoman's work of fighting his way back here on the water. It's just the one villager over here. Neither player really able to get to the middle of the map. Now, there is gold left for both players on their respective islands. So, or I guess mainlands, the islands in the middle. And luckily for running, longboats are really bad against buildings. Only way to play them? I play Battle for Middle-earth 2 with my CD. Alright, clinkers are getting constructed. That's going to make the longboats even more maneuverable. They are at least still faster than the war galleys. Only 9 bills on food, though, so it's going to be tough to sustain TC production. You can see the difference in idle time right there. Honestly, it might be worth picking up masonry just to make sure your docks take significantly longer to go down. A disk drive? Oh, mine doesn't either. But my dad has a disk drive that he uses for work sometimes. So I borrow that. Like a detachable one, a USB disk drive. Anyway, tower coming in over here from running. They can see he's got 6 bills on stone, still sticking on the 1 TC, 0 on gold. Now, there is gold left. Unless I'm very much mistaken, I thought there was still gold left here for orange. Did he strip mine at all? Oh, no, that's over there. I'm like, there should be another one. Yeah, their gold income is very similar. But yeah, despite some advantages, this game is honestly pretty interesting. The hero mechanics, right? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think that much of the last Chieftains campaigns. They felt a little too narrative-y, like, scenarios that were to be played in one way, and it all felt very small in scale. Orange know that the gold is here? He should know it, because you have the... Okay, he doesn't see it, but he has to know. Okay, he's actually just using the market. He needs to know that on this map, you have an extra 3 tiles of gold. Now, purple hasn't scouted his extra either, but he's taking the middle of the map, so it doesn't even matter. He's running a 0 on food, though, so both players strapped for a resource. Does he have a Universidad? Yes, he does. No guard tower in yet, though. That requires food. Now he's got no gold income either. This is just getting really messy. Oh, dear. No ballistics, mind you. Andy's about to have the res for a castle, but not yet. Double conversion right there on the enemy villagers. Selling a bunch of wood there is Andy. Trying to take some better fights. I mean, the overall KD's looking good for him, but he's going to run out of surface area to build a Oh, no. Oh, wait, the villagers, they almost got out of the way. I think what you have to do is build the castle over here. It's out of range of the towers. You don't get it on the high ground, but that's just, it's too late for that. Oh, he's really trying to get, I think, no, you can't do that. That's simply, yep. Okay, I think Andy's lost this. Oh, he's going for the... Okay. All right, this is going to work. Good pull there, good pull. Well, maybe. I felt that he just had to get the castle up out of range of the towers completely. I mean, this is a tower with ballistics, mind you, and the monks are helping out. We're only at around 60%. And now the vills are going to come back in. Andy's lost a lot of eco, both to conversions and to arrow fire. But the castle will go up because towers are the worst at denying them. Yeah, a tower there that already has bodkin and ballistics. Now both players with some heavy losses, but purple's out of army completely. Again, running has no food at all. He is out like a trout named Doubt. He's got shorefish over here he can continue to take, but he hasn't done so. More towers here for purple. And another castle as well. All that stone strip mining instead of actually finding the gold there really does matter. Oh, this game is very messy. Yeah, he's out like a trout named Doubt, drinking a stout. With the look of a pout. And running just gonna tap out. He's out of resources. Why is he rhyming? I don't know. Why do I do anything? But Andy takes game number 1, guys. Oh, they can build farms, but they were too all in to try and build the farms. But yeah, despite a really good start in Feudal Age, I think this is just such a huge problem. Now, as it stood, Andy got the castle down, but both players arguably should have lost this game because they ran out of gold and didn't have any capacity. They just didn't scout it. They didn't recognize that you have the 3 extra tiles of gold on your side of the map. And running simply didn't prepare his food eco. He was just completely out of resources. Well, by that I mean both players made fatal mistakes that were only not fatal because the other person made the exact same mistake. You know what I mean? Oh, wow, I got over 100 people watching me in the year of our Lord Doubt 2026. Welcome. Thanks for watching. All right, that is higher draft priority there as well for running. I think Malay are actually a little bit better on that map when it comes to taking center control, but Andy gets the win. Mutually assured mistake, but it wasn't assured. Neither of them had to make that mistake. The Terran siege tank? No. I've had siege tanks killing my units. Too much. It hits scan units? No. I'll have to see what the next map is going to be, guys. Hello, Mr. Corgi. 'Cause 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 'c Okay, Prospector's Grail is next. I've seen this map, I think, exactly once. There's, like, a lot of resources in weird locations. So... I mean, I know it's a hybrid map, so any of these civs that are good on hybrid maps are going to be good here. Beyond that, I don't remember exactly, like, which civs you could try and leverage the best. We'll have to see. I'm just glad that we have Hoodoo in this map pool. Gotta love that OBNC throwback. They are not in the lobby, though. Ah, there we are. Tempest Rising? Is that the one other people were paid to play? Is it going to be even bigger than Stormgate? Because that really lit the RTS world on fire. Hello, Mr. Yes. CNC? I don't even know what CNC is. Command and Conquer? Oh, well, I never played Command and Conquer in the first place. I played AoE too. Goku has found a game versus Shark Drown on Water. What kind of a name is that? Sharks don't drown. Also, you drown in water, not on water. Being on the water would imply that you are floating on the water, in which case you could breathe. That have Vikings in them? Yeah, probably. And hello, puppy saturation. They will drown? Yeah, I know that's like, it's how their bodies work. Like, the actual movement is like what filters the oxygen through their gills. But has it ever happened where a shark has stopped moving and then has subsequently drowned? Like, that's not in their instincts. Anyway, look at this happy little trading. We have Prospector's Grail. We've got 16 gold a trip here. And they actually start with no gold on this map. So I guess they just expect the trading? That'd be my guess. Anyway, running is going to be here in the purple as the Malians to the center, and fairly close by in the orange as the Huns. It will be Andy, so he's going to be getting his horse. There are some sheep to take at least. And penguins. Do these penguins do anything? I don't remember. Like I said, I've seen this map once. Anyway, in the middle of the map, we have a bunch of shorefish and forage bushes. Well, technically box turtles and fruit bushes, but same thing. So we'll have to see how they fight for that relative to how they fight for the water, because there are plenty of deep fish, but as you can see, there aren't very many close to the shoreline, which actually makes this food income pretty inefficient. Newt scenario? Nope. Or sea nut. Isn't Canute gonna be in the Harald Hardrada campaign, though? Or am I fudging the timelines a little bit? I thought he and Harald Hardrada interacted. Is this an S-tier tournament? No. Was this map changed? Canute banished him? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. A bit, I guess. It's hard to keep track. Anyway, Andy is a villager ahead, so off to a bit of a better start once again. You wanted to wall my dock? Ah. Whoa, I haven't seen this ice terrain before. Oh, that looks like very realistic ice. 2-vil lead right now for Andy. That is a way better start for him. Both Malians and Huns are quite aggressive, so that certainly would indicate that these guys are just going to be fighting super hard for water control, even if it is not the most efficient ever. Also, there's a bunch of stone to the south on this map, and despite the rocky terrain, I believe you can build mining camps and, castles and stuff on this hill. Also, there's a bunch of relics here. All 5. Look at running, having to build a house. Andy scoffs at such necessities. Yeah, I guess there's even more shorefish over here. Pretty weird map. I see nut. I will absolutely be calling Canute the Great Sea Nut, because it's pretty fun. Early stage? Yeah, that would be my guess. Anyway, I guess. Yeah. Get the 1 out of 10 ice gen? I guess so. Andy's still with the eco lead, though. 1 more villager and 1 more fishing ship. All right. Got a mill coming in. Ah, okay. So Running was asking if the map was changed. So I guess Running got unlucky and got the 10% version of the map where he can't wall in the dock. A huge culture shock on this map? Well, to be fair, neither of these civs ever inhabited the same areas as penguins. That said, Huns would be much more acclimated to the colder weather than the Malians. Alright, Loom coming in. Just look at this eco lead. This is one of those Nomad maps where it feels like the game is just decided by who has the better Dark Age. Have a global presence? No. I mean, I love penguins as much as the next guy. Penguins are awesome, but, they're native to the southern hemisphere. On the same continent as penguins? That's true. They have penguins in South Africa. The Emperor Penguin. The Emperor Penguin rules overall. Doc coming in here from Andy. Like I said, this feels like Andy has such a better Dark Age that this is just going to be getting really ugly really fast. Cute little lumber camp over here. I mean, it's 9 to 7 fishing ships, and Andy's basically been a fishing ship plus ahead this entire game. Running is on his way up, but this is quite awkward. Yes, there are penguins in Argentina and Chile. There are penguins in South Africa. There are penguins in Australia and New Zealand. The places that are close to or close to Antarctica. Places that are close to the Southern Ocean. All right, Barracks coming in. We're having a Hulk on the way here. Running's going to try and add in a dock of his own, and likely he'll still be able to establish it. It would be extinct today. Weren't Oryx still kicking? Fell into the AW2 time frame. Jaguars hunting Wait, that's a thing? Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Hulks are pretty silly units, guys. What a game! What a game! Running clearly did not anticipate the 10% variation of the map that had, unable to wall in the docks. Yeah, the dodos would have been around. But did dodos exist anywhere other than Mauritius? And were humans even around? I don't think humans were around on Mauritius. I think it was one of the places that was actually settled first by Europeans. All right, that was the Huns beating the Malians. That was Prospector's Grail going down for running, who's probably very annoyed that he got the one generation that ruined everything. I believe I've been abandoned by a corgi. The passenger pigeon? I have no idea. I mean, I imagine that the closer we came to globalization and the Industrial Revolution, we rapidly increased the amount of animals that went extinct. Whether it be from, humans killing them, or humans destroying their habitat, or humans introducing new plants, animals, or viruses and stuff that kill them. Well, I will be right back. Oh, they're going to Hoodoo next. Everybody's favorite Team Fortress 2 map. Yes, hello, Mr. Corgi. Alright, so, this is another hybrid map. So, woo, gonna be good. Italians, Lithuanians, Romans. A lot of these civs are gonna be good on really all the maps. Alright, here we are, guys. It is Hoodoo. This is one of those Nomad maps, unless they changed it. Which they have not. And oh, this is what happens, guys. This is inherently the randomness that is part of Nomad maps. Very nice start here for running. Corgi pets are apparently absolutely critical. And wait, so yeah, it's basically Nomad Scandinavia. That's really all you need to know about the map. It doesn't have the massive amount of hunt that Scandi has, and obviously it does have forage bushes, or fruit bushes. But other than that, you know, it's a hybrid map. Lots of boating. But because your villagers all start very close to each other towards the middle of the map, we don't have the Nomad situation where you like send one of your villagers to build a dock right away, and then you send two of the villagers to build the town center. Scandinavia? AoE 2 Scandinavia, not IRL Scandinavia.
Mari Mari.
Oh, Mari Mari, am I right?
Mari Mari.
Oh! Oh, that was close. Elephants attack fast. Hello, Amnamicon. Scandinavia. What is Hoodoo? I know it's a map in Team Fortress 2, and obviously I remember this from Big Nomad Cup. Is a traditional African-American folk spiritual and magical practice. Huh. Interesting. But what does that have to do with this map? Do the new civs live? Again, it's a little weird to me that they're doing Varangians instead of Swedes. But apparently, the Varangians are designed to represent everybody east of Denmark and Norway that were Vikings. So that includes the Swedes. And everyone who settled between, you know, Stockholm and Kiev. Danes are straightforward. And, of course, the Saxons are also pretty straightforward. A geological hoodoo. Ah. The Varangia. So, again, Varangians was the term for the Vikings that served the Byzantines, but it was also broader than that. Now, again, I personally think it is confusing because most of the common understanding of the Varangians were the ones that served the Byzantines, which includes Harald Hardrada, which it feels like they're just really trying to tie that into the Harald Hardrada campaign. But again, the Varangians were described as all of the eastern Vikings, essentially. It was those towery rocks, and I have no idea what a hoodoo is. Normans all over again? Yeah. Is the Netherlands is their capital? What? I know other places in Denmark other than Copenhagen. There's Aarhus and Aalborg and Hedeby. That's like about it that I remember. It's mostly Copenhagen. Legoland? Ah, yeah, that's an important one. The Danish invent the Danish? I believe so. They didn't call it the Danish. I think that style of pastry was called the Danish by other Europeans. Our old Bluetooth campaign? Because they forgot to set up the connectivity. They only have Wi-Fi capability. They didn't have any Bluetooth capability. The swamp in Denmark, that's huge. I have no idea. Expand on the Japanese? I would get very salty if they made different Japanese civilizations, because they're all Japanese. Each of them cozying up to one different existing civ, the Vikings, Teutons, and Slavs. Yeah, I think so. Well, it's going to be the Britons, Teutons, and Slavs. Vienna bread, ah. The Ainu. The thing with the Ainu is that they weren't really a civilization. They were a culture, but they didn't have the sort of... We would call it a civilization, the combination of culture and political unity. For Chinese, well, again, I don't think that the Three Kingdoms stuff is really the basis of what they want to do going forward. What civilization in AoE2 is missing? We're definitely missing some decent parts of Africa. And then there are some minor distinct places we could throw in like Southeastern Europe, Central Asia, Southeast Asia. Generally speaking, most of the major areas are already covered. But as I talked about in my, yeah, Africa is the only region that's really missing a lot. Right, we've already broken up the Slavs. I don't know why people say that the Slavs haven't been broken up. They've added a ton of Slav civilizations. Yeah, I think that you could very realistically create a Tonga civilization because it absolutely existed in the exact same framework as a lot of the other civilizations. But it's just that they didn't interact with any of the other AoE2 civs, so it doesn't, I think, make for the best content to add to a video game. Was great? Oh, thank you. It was a good first attempt, I think, of ever doing a university lecture. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the Civ matchup here. Mapuche versus Burgundians, I think is actually a pretty decent matchup for the Mapuche if you can get a fast castle off safely, which is what Running's doing here. Meanwhile, what is Andy up to? He's going for a much slower uptime. Why is there no Swiss Civ in AoE2? Because they're already represented by the Teutons. Evidence of? Yeah, if I were in charge of making another Africa DLC, I would add a Benin or other modern-day Nigeria civ. I would add Kanem-Bornu as a great bridge between North Africa, East Africa, and West Africa. And then I would add a Swahili civ to represent the different city-states from the Swahili coast, or Bantu if you want to be even broader. I think that would give us very good coverage on all the different cultures. And it would actually feel like Africa is fleshed out. Out of ranked, I don't think they will ever do that, unfortunately. The Swiss were only a thing in the AoE2 time period, and they weren't really a grand civilization. They were just like a tiny confederation. And I don't know how culturally distinct they were until the early modern era. At least at the museum in Zurich, they didn't really give me the impression they were especially different from the other Holy Roman Empire areas. Anyway, the thing is here for the Burgundians is that you want to go for either Flemish militia or knights, and neither of those are good against the Bolas riders. Maasai? Yes, the Maasai certainly do work as an AoE civ. There's a lot you can do with Africa that would actually teach people a lot about the continent. Other than Bolas spam? I do think Bolas Riders need a little bit of a nerf. I think they're a little too cheap. I don't think they're that broken, though. I think the stats of the unit are honestly fine. It's just a matter of, it's a little too easy to get them out. Yeah, Maasai Warrior would be really cool, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, but you gotta be careful. Don't want to let the Flemish militia poke you. Now, if we look at the ecos, with the extra fishing ships, Andy is doing very well in the economic department. But the Bolas Riders are Bolas Ridering. Zulu don't fit in the AoE 2 timeframe whatsoever. If they're fighting machine guns, I don't think that works well in AoE 2. 2K8, yeah, there you go. Early Zulu, that would be not too dissimilar from Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe runs into the issue that they didn't really interact with the rest of the AoE 2 civilizations. Whereas the civilizations I named all interacted with each other a great deal. And if you do Swahili, you can do Kilwa and stuff and have them interact with the Portuguese. At Zulu? Yes. Get the Gatling guns? Yeah. Alright. Bolas are here. They do have the 1 base Pierce Armor, which is very helpful. But still, relatively low HP. Mari. Anyway, running has gotten some value. His resources collected aren't too bad either, and he's starting to amass a unit that's very good in scaling over, over time. Manganella's coming out. And yet Andy is defending, so it feels like both players have something to at least be relatively happy about. Andy's winning water quite nicely. There are forage bushes on the map. I think it'd be kind of cute if Running was taking those with his Mapuche bonus. Andy's starting to spam outposts all over the place. Is obviously all the rage with the kids these days. Gilnet's coming in as well for Andy. Actually leveraging those Burgundian bonuses. Really love to see that. Yeah, Andy's definitely a much more experienced player than Running is. Every gun is a machine. Yeah, that's true. Alright, Mangonel starting to go to town. Yeah, it would be cool if we had a Masters of Arena tournament again, but I don't think there's a whole lot of interest in it. If I magically had a ton of money, I would absolutely sponsor a Masters of Arena tournament. Tubes than machines? Yes, they are. Or whatever. Alright, trying to find some value, but one of the big advantages of being able to garrison docks is that when you win water, when your opponent tries to sack their navy to kill your fishing ships, you just garrison in the dock and then you can't sack anything. The dock even helps shoot down those hulks even faster. Hello, Degore. And wait, second TC here for both players. And like I said, it feels like both Running and Andy have something that they can be relatively happy about. Their economies are comparable, actually even a slight villager lead for Running, although the eco upgrades are better for Andy. That's a good Mangonel trade for him as well. And that is also a good trade for Andy. Lancing hit there. Oh! Again, one of the downsides the Bolas Riders have relative to Cav Archers is that they only have the 5 base attack, so they only deal 1 damage a hit to Mangonels. And right there, the Cav Archers, or Cav Archers in general, would have killed the Mangonel, whereas the Bolas Riders do not. But like I said, I think the stats of the Bolas Rider are totally fine. It's just a matter of, I think they're too easy to get out. That is not ideal for Running, as the random Flemish militia find the foragers. And the reason that they're able to do that is all of these outposts from FreakinAndy. You can see that the vision for Running is significantly worse. And Andy's score is very good right now, despite the fact, the populations are quite similar. Yeah, Andy's been taking good fights, but Slingers are out, and Slingers now very good against Siege. Look at this. Do not underestimate Slingers versus Siege and Monks, guys. They are very annoying. Would like to see that villager repair the mangonel. There is another one out there. Costs more, take a bit longer to train. I think you could do either or. I don't think they need both. Like I said, it's one of those units that is, in general, fine. It's just a bit overtuned. Blackwood archers are the same. Are pretty meh. I mean, they have good trash units, and... I mean, they have good counter units, right? Plus, I believe it is only +3. Yeah, it's +3. Medium warships coming in. And this will likely put an end to this fishing expedition. Right now, it's all about the micro. That mangonel will get the last shot. I think that if you had microed it a bit there better, I don't think you would have. It was possible to save that mangonel, so I think you just had to go for the trade. But that's still better for Andy, and he is climbing a little bit further ahead in the score as the game progresses here. More Bolas riders are on the way. There's a little bit of harassment. One-shot mangoes? Yeah, and that's not bad at all. Not like slingers are very expensive. Running by a little bit of stone as he adds in TC number 3. You can see that Andy is mining the resource, and he is a very nice sort of defensive setup here in the corner of the map, while also having good vision thanks to the outposts. Giving him a great opportunity to know where he can build his docks, where he could raid with the Flemish militia, and that vision really has been quite critical for him. That said, more Flemish militia are on the way. Guys, remember when Burgundians were just a closed map civ? Now they're insane on closed maps and other maps. Yeah, running Zico upgrades are pretty darn pathetic at this point. Oh, that's going to be a kill in favor of running. And I think with the other units, that should be a kill. Good hit there, and that's the sort of fight that running is looking for. Great combo usage of the Slingers and the Bolas Riders. Remember that the Slingers also have extra HP for the Mapuche, so they don't die in one hit to a Mangonel. 45 HP. It's plus 10, right? Yeah, 10 HP for those Slingers. Yep, I mean, it's the combo of those units, right? They actually did complement each other well, despite both being ranged units. And the market's going to go down, which is a bit annoying, not the end of the world. You can't attack what you can't see! E-Skirm now coming in, but that obviously doesn't inspire a ton of offensive confidence, so to say. Well, I mean, it makes sense that the civilization that best represents Argentina would have all the beef. But yeah, all the fishing ships now going down 68 to 69 bills. And that's where that third TC is coming in for running, but he really needs to get some more eco upgrades. It is the large part why Andy's so far ahead in resources at the moment. Remember, Andy also has gill nets as he's got this little fish boom thing going. This isn't efficient relative to, you know, doing it around the dock, but it also is much harder to raid with the enemy Bolas Riders. Oh, looks like some nonsense was happening over here. Ooh! Well, I think we all know what Treebeard would have to say about that one. Bosa finally coming in. A not die unit and not win unit. Well, considering Andy has a better eco, not dying is certainly going to be a go-to. If this could be denied by running, that would be huge, because map control is his major advantage, at least on the land. But does he have the reinforcements out to prevent this? I don't think he does. Oh, also, he does. Well, we'll see the farms, but yeah, I don't think he can stop it. Man. Also gets a little bit of extra gold, remember, with each of the kills with the Bolas Riders, which is nifty. And there's another Mangonel kill. But that third TC is huge. It gives more gold access, which is absolutely critical because you're actually out of it right now with Zandy. 100% out of it. And imagine if running just had some outposts here. Literally, you could just build a chompy even. You had to build the barracks anyway, and then use that to make outposts all over the place. I think it's one of those things that as people actually get better with the South American civs, they'll do that sort of stuff. Bodkin now in. Andy's going to try and go for an aggressive castle here. Now, he has to be super, super careful, but no town watch. Oh, okay. Okay, it's going to be an outpost first. And now the Vills are here as far as what Andy sees. Could be trying to build a castle. Where can... Yep, there we go. Oh, no, and the Mangonels are so out of position, guys. Oh, no. This is what Andy's been looking for. He knows his opponent is over here to the east. It's all about that vision. And he gets the kill right there. Oh, my goodness, guys. This is absolutely a game-winning move, potentially. Bolas are Cav Archers in every way that they could be considered a Cav Archer. I mean, Slingers will get the Mangonel, but the castle's going to go up. That is a worthwhile trade. Farms having to be deleted. And remember, you were able to get this forward castle up with a worse army just because you knew where your opponent's army was, thanks to the vision. And that's really been such an important key in this game for FreakinAndy. Well, might as well share the stone. Oh, running needs a building. That's it. Running is close to click it up. He's catching up in resources. And the military score is still in favor of Andy, which means that he has destroyed more stuff than his opponent. And this is a bit awkward. No ballistics does hurt. And there's Imp, guys. This game ain't over yet. It would certainly be interesting to see running put some points on the board. Stars? Yes, that's possible. I mean, that is a watchtower that's completed, but you already have 2 Mangonels here. Ballistics is coming in as well. Oh, this is messy. Which, again, is appropriate considering we have the closest thing to an Argentinian civ here. Good micro from running. Vills are going down on both sides. Repairs need to be attempted, but running... Oh, the macro is slipping. 11 kills on that watchtower. Wait, why did he tap out? What? What? Oh, come on, man. I mean, I guess he saw the score and was worried, but, I mean, Andy was nowhere near Imperial Age. I mean, yeah, he had no stone, but he was on his way up to the Imperial Age. But he let his macro slip. He's got Mangonels to defend himself. Like, sure, you lose this TC, but, like, again, there's nothing that's actively killing you. Yeah. That is unfortunate. Where is your fighting spirit? And that will put Andy 1 game away from the clean sweep. He literally hasn't lost a game yet this tournament. That's the Burgundians over the Maris. That's Hoodoo, lost there for running, so likely Inundation will be the next map. Clean sheet or clean sweep? Both, I guess. No, they're going to go to Winter Lakes next, which is a map I have never seen before, but it looks, based off of this image, like Cross with 2 extra little lakes thrown in. New Viking DLC? If only I had a video about it. I mean, it seems fine. Harold Hardrada is certainly one of those people that you can genuinely do a 15 to 18 scenario campaign about, and it's not stretched. Brought to video? Yeah, but have you seen its views? Sure, the video quality was garbage, but garbage, it doesn't matter so long as, you know, it gets the views. All right, I hear woo sounds, and indeed... Oh! Wait a minute. This is just Twin Lakes. Yeah, this is an old map. Yeah, it's just an old map that they turned into a Nomad start. It used to be like you'd have one player spawn over here and one over here. What a Saxon is? Well, learning is annoying like that. And yes, hello, Sir Cranen. Into a business card? Yeah, that's true. How many sibs? 56. First introduct map? Really? I mean, again, it's been around for a long, long time. Well, maybe not by this name. It used, like I said, it used to be called Twin Lakes, I think. Yeah, they made the pause button into a map. Anyway, running purple Lithuanians here to the east. Tournament life on the line. Andy, 1 win away from a clean sweep throughout the entire tournament. He'll be the orange woo to the north. It's going to be very aggressive on the water early on, most likely. I lied. They both dock different pawns. Anyway, it looks like their TCs are up at basically the exact same time. The electric outlet map? It's that as well. I feel like pause button works the best, though. Players spawned in the... Again, this used to be a pretty common map. Yeah, this is much more like a Type A plug outlet. Which is what we use in America. And it's what they use in China. Well, we actually don't even use the Type A plug outlet anymore. We use the Type B plug outlet, which is the Type A, but with the grounding metal prong. Canada as well, I believe, also uses the Type A outlet. Or types A and B. Anyway, nothing too crazy happening so far. Like I said, both players off to very similar starts. Pants, I do remember. I've told this story before. I remember T90 coming to me and showing me that Bay, which is Pants, before he was going to use it in Hidden Cup. And I remember saying that looks like Pants. And then we had a good laugh about it. And as one would expect, that became a meme. It was cute though. He was so excited about pants and slopes. Why Americans are so religious? What? Svekin? Funniest Hidden Cup map? I'm actually not a big fan of it. But I also don't like hybrid maps. And I also don't like slopes. I'm just a hater, man. I'm such a hater. Well, to be fair, slopes got a lot better when they got rid of all the hunting stuff. Like, back in the day, it was all just Indian mirrors. Indians and then Mongols. But now it's a little bit more diverse. Yeah, Cup I liked, although I like Golden Swamp, which is the regular version of the map a little bit more, as it's not as fixed. But yeah, no, Cup was a good map, for sure. Are grocery prices extremely high? It's tough out there, man. Prices keep going up and my salary keeps going down. Celts on Cup. Yep, back when it was all about just the early drush. Go for a siege push across the middle. Go help paladins. DLC release? This fall. We don't know the specifics. Practically unplayable. Celts are still seen pretty often. I mean, they're one of the AOC civs that still has some of the greater playability out there. Touching live wire. Oh, I have no idea. Oh, it's the 2x2 of houses! That's how I always made my houses as a kid. Always in 2x2 groups. And then I'd make villages, and, you know, you'd have little housing units and the roads that go through it. See the video? Thank you. An AoE block? Yeah, basically. One fishing ship lead right now for Orange. He's also on the 2 docks, whereas Running's still only on the 1. So Andy's going to be getting an even better eco over time. Note that although the rush distance is fair, actually this map is pretty big. This is definitely larger than the, what is it, 126 by 126 tiles? Does that say in the game now? I forget. Or no, 120, my bad. No, okay. Regardless, it's not like it's fast castle drop fire archers without you having to move anywhere. So, I mean, just look at this here from Andy. He has a faster uptime, and he's got more fishing ships. That is a much better build. It's also going to be 3 docks to 1. Now, the food count is quite good for running, and he's got a barracks, so we could see a stable and a blacksmith, maybe? And then just try and go FC Knights? Or maybe you go Market Blacksmith, and then you go for, like, Spearman and Monk Siege. Both are totally viable with the Lithuanians. I think he does see the deer through the Fog of War ramp. I'm pretty sure. I never remember what they changed. Nope, no he doesn't. They changed that. With the DLC's release, I was extremely busy with the last DLC, doing all the guide videos that people promptly ignored and asked me questions constantly. Post on YouTube? Yep. Well, hopefully I'll have a job. Okay, it is going to be a night rush. The goal is to actually have a job and be busy because of that in the fall, but, you know, it's been a year and a half that I've been hardcore looking for jobs. Campaign UI back? I have the feeling that we will not have it back ever again, which just makes me sad. Now, Andy isn't up yet, and it's just a 2 fishing ship lead right now. And yes, you can see the relics here are kind of scattered around the edge of the map. So, looks like that's a good spot to look for them. The choice gimmick? I have no idea. Probably. But I have zero inside info on the DLC. Like, I was just as surprised as all of you about the DLC announcement yesterday. Anyway, adding in some Scout Cavalry, can just mix in Knights afterwards. The Legendary difficulty? Legendary difficulty was reasonably tough, for sure. They did a good job with it. overall, it was definitely better than the Three Kingdoms legendary difficulty, which was too easy, and then the better than the Alexander the Great legendary difficulty, which was just super spammy. Anyway, Castle Age is coming in. No Vills on stone, so no Fire Archers just yet. Second TC over there. Light Cab going to come in before any Knights. Be careful about the dock. You can see that the dock there has finally fallen, but that does give you 8 fire galleys, which aren't doing a whole lot in the immediate future. Now, I mean, they protect the fishing ships, so it's like there was a reason to make those fire galleys in the first place. But, like I said, it doesn't help you at all on the transport ship. I guess he's just going to try and go around, but the base of Andy is very, very snug. And he's actually not making any knights at all. Got no blacksmith upgrades, no forward siege workshop, and he's just content to expand his eco. This feels like it will likely be very unsuccessful, as there's a 9 villager difference at the moment. Second TC added in by Andy to the back. Now, this could be an opportunity. You can see that running is taking the long way around. He is not cutting through the mines of Moria. And with only 5 to 7 villagers building, that... Still no blacksmith upgrades, though. Loom is in. That's huge, of course. And there we go. Running immediately going to see it. That is some freaking good quick walling from FreakinAndy, though. This will still be annoying, though. Only one Vill is going to die. Monastery is in. First monk is on the way. Obviously, there's a relic right there, but he doesn't have any knights that would benefit from it in the first place. And the Hulks are out. Heck, Andy's not far away from Imperial Age. And once again, we also have the eco upgrades advantage for Andy. That's just as I say that, he starts researching Bowsaw. Hulks are on the way. Medium warships is coming in. Note that Andy is still on the Feudal Age warships himself. Yeah, Andy's playing very well today. And again, his base is so compact. These fishing ships can't be touched. And it's just these villagers here are so closely guarded by all the forests. Nope, third TC coming in here for running, so he is expanding his economy over time. First relic is in for Lithuanians. Epic Hulk on Hulk action. Once again, it's all about the quick walls. Infinite Enos fan? Yeah, but I just thought... Oh, no! Oh, that's not what you're looking for here, Andy. We have Jonathan Swordsman. Oh, that is the sort of thing that running really could use for his mentality at the moment. Farms coming in, there's Horse Collar, and that is exactly what running is looking for. Overall, eco units killed is similar. Fourth TC even coming in, gonna convert a villager. Now this TC is on stone, but running already has 7 villagers on that resource. So if running can get a forward castle down, that would be huge. Atonement coming in. You do have pretty good monk upgrades as the woo. You miss heresy and you miss block printing, if I recall correctly. Yes, you do. An Eldorado 4? Oh, I just didn't think it was a very good scenario at all. But again, I didn't think Eldorado was a very good campaign. Like I said, in general, I thought that the Last Chieftains campaigns were a little disappointing. Alright, Siege Workshop is going to be denied, though. Atonement coming in for purple as well. But, oh, you can't forget the Light Cav. Wait, did he delete the monk? Oh, wow. I guess he was just really focusing on the units that he thought were getting converted. No dice on that conversion, but running is a bit closer to a castle. More Qian swordsmen coming out. And the thing is, you're really running out of units as running. Running out of units. Attack round is attempted, but that monk is going to go down. No way you can kill the mangonel. But yeah, I don't know why running just never had any army as a follow-up. Now he's getting redemption. 1 relic per player now. Another light cab. Oh, that's the same light cab. Lol. Eldorado 5. Yeah, that was a cool one. That was definitely the most interesting scenario in the campaign. Well, that and the third one. Those were 2 good scenarios for sure. All right, redemption's in. Need Sanctity as well, though, to really brave the mangonel. That said, because Andy's had this army, running's been forced back. He can't get a forward castle anymore. He's going to have to build it defensively. He is going to build it, right? Right? Now Andy's ready. There's just a couple of light cav here. They're going to go after the mangonel. Oh, he gets the conversion. That is huge. Monks there are sniped. Oh, wait, that's Andy's castle. Lol. That's not going to happen. Oh, boy. Okay, castle's going to be placed further back. Oh, no, and he's going to actually build it now forward. Perhaps he's thinking he could get a better Imperial Age time. Still going to scooch on back. But yeah, now it should be a race to Imperial Age. And I think their timings are likely going to be fairly similar. That said, Andy's is still ahead by 2,000 resources at the moment. 4 TCs to 3, more map control, and it's just the fish boom, man. Have we had any land maps, actually? No. They've all been boating maps. Not the biggest fan of that, but whatever. And like I said, imp times are very similar. You're going to be up slightly faster as running. Keep in mind, though, that you have the traction trebs as the woo. Imp is in that TC, so that's not going to be an issue. Now, I do personally think that purple is the correct color for Lithuanians, whatever color you play in Algirdos and Kashtutas, which I think is green. But you do get that purple Lithuanian boost for playing the correct civ color. Wu, meanwhile, are a red civ, so obviously playing the incorrect color here is Andy. There you go. Meanwhile, no stone income whatsoever here for purple. A blue Celts are well, to be fair, Celts are a blue civ if you're representing the Scots, and a green civ if they're representing the Irish. So pick your poison. Oh boy. It's red? No, they're not. Don't be ridiculous. The Welsh? Well, red are the Britons. In China? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's an auspicious color in China. Chinese are objectively either purple or cyan. Closer to cyan. Yeah, but the William Wallace campaign, you're blue, so that's a big reason for most people associating it with the Celts with blue. Anyway, Bloodlines is going to be denied, which is nice. Imp is in, like I said. Traction Treb is going to be on the way. Non-Traction Treb is going to be on the way. Based on color. That'd be interesting. I mean, I've done it before, the tier list of color. Block printing coming in. Remember, you don't have block printing as the woo, so your Imperial Age monks are fairly bad. Frickin' ballistics dodging. It's totally not over yet. Right now, Andy isn't really making much of an army. He's got 2 siege workshops making the traction trebs. But traction trebs are obviously not very good at the actual treb war. And he doesn't have that much to support them. Big stone walls over here, interestingly. I mean, it will completely wall off running. Ram is attempted here. I don't think that's going to do a whole lot. Similar amounts of stone. And again, this is why I hate traction trebs so much. They either feel awful or overpowered. They're only slightly cheaper than trebuchets, and they're half as good against buildings. Actually, I think they're technically slightly less than half as good as against buildings. 4 trebuchets, easily going to be enough to take that down. No fire archers for you. We do have Lochuans on the way, though, to be fair. And now you can start to convert the traction trebs, or attempt to do so. The latest numbers are slowly climbing. And this is looking a little bit awkward here for Andy. Like, what army is he going to have? I mean, fire archers are such an unimpressive unit in actually fighting. Decent conversions there, but now you have the safety of the town center. Armenians, yeah, those are definitely all 3 orange civs. Well, Mongols are also yellow. Mongols are orange or yellow. I definitely think you can. Yes, you convert traction trebs from distance, but they do have conversion resistance. All right, another castle being built there at the back and another TC on the side. Running's eco upgrades and actually Andy's as well are still not that good. Population still decent from Andy. More Lechai are on the way, though. Couple conversions there. Aggressive? Bohemians are aggressive. Teuton's work is either red or gray. I think Goths can work in gray. Slavs can work in gray. Alright. Traction Treb's trying to get the shots in there on the regular trebuchets, but that doesn't really work out. Plate Barding armor is in. That's going to help a lot with the TCs, which only have Bodkin right now. No chemistry or bracer just yet. And Running saying, no, 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 not yet. As those Lechai are starting to get some excellent value, the Treb's continuing to press forward, and despite the superior economy here for Andy, his Sib is hot garbage in this situation. If you think I'm going to ever stop hating the 3K Sibs, you will be in for a significant amount of disappointment. More Lechai coming on out. You're trying to go Fire Archers, and you just don't even have anything to... no production for them. And the Fire Archers aren't even going to be that good versus the Lechai anyway. But yeah, not having eco upgrades is pretty wild at this point for Running. The actual eco balance really could use a bit of an improvement, which I guess is why all those farms have been placed. Yeah, obviously, you want to get to Halbs as the woo. But this is really where the only thing that's saving you is your good map control from before. 4 trebuchets here are simply not going to be something that you can repair against for all that long. This I don't love, though. I think you do need to just wait for the castle to go down. Next volley should do it. Wait, one of the shots missed. It hit the monastery, I think. Wow, that actually saved the castle. The monastery in the front is saving the castle. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Castle's already taken almost 10,000 damage, and Andy still has a ton of stone. Halb is coming in. He's on 162 vills. Running still is missing a bunch of eco upgrades. Now Fire Archer's going to try and go after the monks, but Fire Archers are awful, and no one will ever convince me otherwise. Well, I can't believe the fact the castle is built behind a monastery, and they got it was literally one lucky treb shot. I think there was another one right there that hit the monastery. Orange or yellow? Muisca are yellow, 100%. Oh boy. Now, there is the one relic over there. Running is now on 2 in total. Again, his food income is so poor, though. Oh, the Lochwans are also here being dangerous. More repairs are coming in. Halbs are out. And these are not fully upgraded Elite Lechai by any stretch of the imagination. Again, the eco is simply so much better at this point for FreakinAndy, whose castle is still standing. Yep, another lucky shot right there. See that? Finally destroyed the monastery. I mean, now there won't be a monastery blocking it anymore, but it has absolutely saved this castle for quite a while. But the castle has fallen, and with it has your Fire Archer production. That said, you still have the Halbs available to you, which are the important unit in actually killing the Lechai, so it's not that big of a deal. Lochwans are still being very annoying. Another castle is being attempted, although the Trebs will just move forward a few inches. Converted Fire Archers are going to be, I guess, not the worst thing in the world versus the Halbs, but not very good. Chemistry and it's over. Yeah, mixing in a few hand cannoneers would absolutely be a game changer. That's it. You are going to run out of stone here with which to repair very shortly. Elite Latus coming in. No way all those Trebs die, right? Traction Treb there. Gets another accurate shot. Oh! One Treb goes down. That's going to allow the repairs to happen even more. Reversion resistance helps, but only so much you can do. Andy has a ton of resources. Does he have that much to spend it on, though, as more vills are attempted to repair? Well, again, running's eco is terrible. For having 140 vills, the actual efficiency is so bad. Look, that 55 to 84% eco efficiency, guys. And those Lochwans are doing so much work. It's such a busted unit. A 5th Treb? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, look at this. It's such a stupid unit. And that castle's doing just fine at the moment. 16,000 damage taken by it. And he's only collected slightly more stone. Well, I guess technically it's a third more stone, but not that much. And he just builds another castle, too. He's got so much, he just bought 1,000 stone. He has 74 vills on gold, guys. He has all the map control. And there absolutely is something to a lot of players at this point just hit a brick wall these days when it comes to macro. And I think that's exactly the issue that running's having right now. Running gonna tap out right there. 4-0 for Andy. more of everything collected. It's just, I've seen it a lot recently where some players just really struggle in keeping up with the late game macro. And it just comes to a point when they just can't win the game anymore. Andy able to hold the line and expand his eco behind it and develop his technology. You can see here 41 to 22 text research. That's a huge difference. And Running simply not able to close the deal, and he will fall. And Andy gonna sweep the entire tournament here of the Nomad leg, I guess, of the Specialist Cup. So well done for him. Mm-hmm. I thought this series would go on longer, to be honest. Kind of annoying. So there are league qualifier matches, but they won't start for an hour and 20 minutes. There's Rage Forest tomorrow, which I'll certainly cast. Dinner break? It's 2 in the afternoon for me. Thank you for the 56 months, Smiles Betray. Like a brick wall? Yep.
Start with the 10x3 Civ tier list.
What? I just got a second job rejection. From the same place for a role I was already rejected to like a month ago. Something for YouTube Live? There really isn't anything I want to record for YouTube, though. Hello, Green Glass Apple. Although, I guess I was thinking about doing a custom campaign. Good night, Sir Crandon. Oh no, is there a good one I haven't played recently? Something in English with it in English. I played this one. Yeah, I played that one. Yeah, I played Nevsky as well. Okay, yeah, this is just the Battles of the Forgotten. Rope Cop? I have not. Pro Cop Belki? What is it? Ah, it's a Bohemian campaign. Well, that looks very well done. Houselights? You know what? Sure, we'll do it. We'll at least do the first scenario. Let's get rid of that. Do that. Get rid of that. And I will record for YouTube. Welcome, everybody, to another custom campaign. I think that doing one of these every few months is definitely a good idea. And this one is going to be Prokop Velki? I don't know. I was just recommended it here. And if you want to play it yourself, just go into the mod center and do that. Then you download it. This is done by Kitty46582, who has done certainly plenty of campaigns in the past. This is going to be a Bohemian campaign. Here we are. 1. Finale of a Hero. Hard difficulty is the hardest we can do. And although the Hussites of Bohemia, under the leadership of Jan Žižka, dealt a heavy blow to Sigismund and his crusaders, Žižka passed away shortly after the Battle of Kutna Hora. His mantle was taken up by Prokop the Great. He repelled multiple crusader offensives, led campaigns into Austria, Hungary, and Silesia, and even struck into Saxony and Franconia. However, as the situation in Bohemia shifted, divisions emerged within the Hussite ranks, and the Holy Roman Empire gradually exploited these internal rifts. This weakened the once dominant Tauberites. Even so, Prokop fought on against the relentless oppression from the Holy Roman Empire and the Catholic Church, ultimately falling and dying in battle. So can you join Prokop the Great, using the unique tactics of the Hussites to once more drive back countless Crusader knights, and add a powerful chapter to Bohemia's struggle for freedom and independence? In this campaign, you play as the Bohemians, and thanks to all of those people whose names are mostly in Chinese. I guess I need to read. The autumn wind howled and dark clouds covered the sky. The air was thick with a sense of foreboding. The grasslands on the horizon were covered in a cold dew, as if preparing the stage for the battle that was about to unfold. In the distance, the Prague castle loomed faintly in the mist, like a silent witness, watching coldly as the battle that could decide the fate of Bohemia was about to begin. Oh, there's the defenestration. Not long ago, we, the people of Bohemia, who could no longer endure the Empire's oppression, defenestrate the Empire's officials in the Prague castle, just like the Hussites did 2 centuries ago. Now, in retaliation for our so-called impudence and treason, the Imperial Army has surrounded us completely, and I am one of those surrounded. I stand at the edge of the battlefield, gripping a pike tightly, my knuckles turning white from the tension. The heat of the war flames has already pushed me into this land filled with death. For some reason, my heart is filled with unease, even fear. Well, that's not surprising. Every gust of wind, the clash of metal, and the low murmurs of the soldiers' prayers make my heart race. Along with this, a terrifying sense of helplessness rises within me, as if I were a lone boat drifting aimlessly in a huge storm. Heh, heh. You seem frightened, young man. Is this your first time on the battlefield? A raspy yet gentle voice, filled with confidence, spoke in my ear. I turned to see an elderly man, appearing to be nearly in his 70s, though still strong like a seasoned warrior. His gaze was full of understanding and pity, but more than that, there was a deep-seated resolve. His face was lined with the marks of age, and his silver hair and weathered wrinkles told the story of wars and hardships he had endured. Yes, sir, I've only been in the army for 5 months. The Empire's scum have oppressed us too much. They have stripped the Bohemian Protestants of their rightful and just privileges. I have joined Lord Christian and Gindrich's army because I couldn't stand the Empire's tyranny. But I must admit, now that I am on the battlefield, fear seems to have conquered my courage, I said, embarrassed, although the old man's firm voice had calmed my earlier unease. Don't be so hard on yourself, young man, the old man said, his voice filled with strength. When I was your age, I was so afraid that I couldn't even hold my weapon properly. You're much stronger than I was back then, hee. Sorry, the voices are too tempting. I can see, sir, that your presence has the aura of someone who has farmed many auras. Only veterans like you have such a bearing. May I ask your name? I asked. Václav, and you, young man? Mathieu, sir. Mathieu, nice name. You know, it's a coincidence, really. My grandfather's grandfather had the same name as you. The old man seemed to be lost in thought when he said this. Oh my goodness, how long is this? Your grandfather's grandfather, I asked, intrigued. Yes, my grandfather's grandfather was a member of the once famous Hussites, a loyal follower of Jan Žižka and Prokop the Great, the renowned Hussite leaders. He even personally hurled the Empire's lackeys, the mayor of Prague and the city councillors, through the town hall window. You look a little confused, young man. Haven't you heard these stories? The old man asked, sensing my confusion. Not entirely, sir, I replied. I've heard of General Jan Žižka's legendary tactics, his strict military discipline, and his undefeated record, but I am not familiar with the deeds of General Prokop the Great. Alas, it seems the times have changed. It's hard to believe that Prokop the Great, once eminent and prestigious, is now nearly forgotten. Well, let me, as a descendant of the Hussites, tell you the story of Prokop. The old man sighed deeply and then straightened up, ready to speak. Prokop the Great was not born a warrior. He was once a devout priest, living a quiet life in a Bohemian parish. But when his faith was threatened, he chose to take up arms and stand with his people. Angered by the death of Jan Hus, he joined Jan Žižka's forces and were soon captivated by the one-eyed general's charisma, becoming one of his most loyal followers. Although Prokop came from a priestly background, he quickly proved his worth and was entrusted with important duties by Jan Žižka. His first major campaign was the famous Battle of Kutna Hora. Whew! This is Prokop the Great, and yes, this will be going on YouTube. I am recording it. I can't select anything. Warriors of the Hussites, the wicked Sigismund seeks to oppress our people. It seems that the old fox Sigismund is ready to stake everything this time, but our wagons and cannons will teach his knights a lesson with our new men-at-arms. Jan Žižka, Kutna Hora is surrounded, and yet you remain so stubborn and leading your rebels in defiance against me. Don't think your ragged forces are the upper hand. Lots of words, guys. Lots of words. Oh, I have Capture Rage open. Whoops. Up. Gotta get the audio. There we go. All right, so we've got Prokop the Great here, who's definitely not Jean Bureau. We've got Jan Žižka, who's got insane stat. Oh, geez, we got wrecked. We got riggedy wrecked. let's take a moment to regroup and allow the brothers to rest for a bit. I can't click on anything. Zhishka, something feels off. It's too quiet here. There's not a soul in sight. Attack! Wait. Do we have Druzhina? Hussite missionary. Got hand cannoneers. Elite Hussite crossbowman. Okay, it's literally just a Genoese crossbowman. Very good. These accursed Crusader Knights have killed so many of our brothers. We must retreat quickly. With only this few of us, we can't retake Kutnahora. We must retreat to Kolin and reorganize our forces. And here we go. So, take Jan Zhishka and Prokop the Great to the town center in the north, and your 3 heroes must survive. The voice? That was the old man who's telling the story. At the beginning, you only have some stuff, and to defend Kutnahora, be careful not to let the heroes get surrounded. When your remaining forces escape from Kutnahora, gather the Hussite wagons in one place. They can effectively block enemy cavalry and concentrate fire. Sounds good. Most of your units have anti-cavalry capabilities. That sounds good. Our cavalry is inferior to the Holy Roman Empire in Hungary. Capturing Kutnahora will allow them to fight for you. Sounds good. And Sigismund will not easily give in, so you will need to take longer to deal with him. Oh, jeez. You have to go to population limit for all areas in the campaign's 200. Jan Zhishka is our ally. Sigismund's army has 2 camps. Hippo Spano is a friend of Sigismund and a member of the Order of the Dragon. And I guess, yeah, he's the Magyars. Nebovidi is a small town. All right, and Kutnahora is there, and Sigismund himself, and the villages. See, the thing with a lot of custom campaigns is that there's often a lot of writing. You have nowhere to run! Dia! Of course, referencing the. Yeah, but actually, this is more or less contemporary with Vlad Dracula, right? Rozumi. I can do is read it? Well, I need to keep the video going is the thing. Oh wait, our Hussite wagons have a bunch of extra attack. Holy cow! Our army will soon arrive in Kolin. Will you not surrender? Elite field artillery. It's Lord Zhishka. Open the gate. Close the gate. That's just a good old Krepost. Wait, there's Prokop the Lesser and Prokop the Great. There's 2 Prokops? We've arrived in Sigismund. Sigismund's men haven't pushed us further. He probably thinks that we're finished. All right. I trust the city to you. Oh, wait, we have a bunch of villas in the town center. Okay, we have a huge army. We have 3. Oh my goodness, we have so much. Oh, is this going to be one of those infinite unit spam campaigns? Okay, there's Jan Zhishka.
Ano, co žádáš? Stavím.
All right, let's get some of those going.
Stavím. Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
4 TCs. Probably should just go up to 5, honestly. No reason not to.
Stavím.
We are in Castle Age, so we're not in Imperial Age. All right, so Jan Žižka's army must not be defeated. Destroy Sigma's camp. And defeat Pippo Spano's army. Destroy Kutnahora castles. Just try not to destroy the religious buildings in Kutnahora. They said that Kutnahora will join us, right? Once that we liberate them.
Zbieram.
Let's get some forward buildings going. Oh, you have all our blacksmiths. Oh, we can research Imperial Age. Oh. And I guess we already have chemistry researched. Get Wagenborg Tic Tacs. Oh, we can actually just make organ guns as well. His love was destroyed by the previous battle. We need to send someone if anyone is still alive. Guess go over that way. Wait, wasn't there? Did some? You jerk, Jan Žižka, stealing my relic. What a jerk. This place looks pretty bad. Go back quickly. Okay, well, we get some extra units. Never expected us to return to Hillside. Let's fortify the Krepos and use it to thwart the Hungarian army's advance. Okay, we'll go repair that. Yeah, we have almost all the Castle Age text researched already. Warriors of the Hussites, it's time to launch a counterattack! Oops. Alright. Get that going. Holy cow! They have such a big army! Oh my goodness, that's Bohemian Siege auditors! Oh my goodness. I guess I wasn't supposed to be on the offense. Oh, they just all have Imperial Age stuff. Oh well. And a Doubt Castle to boot. See, that's the thing with a lot of campaigns is that they actively discourage you from doing anything before you sit up and boom to 200 population. Alright. Okay, so we literally just can build organ guns. But yeah, we'll just boom up to 200 pop. Oh, there's Pippo. Alright. Ah, okay, I guess we can make Flemish militia as well, but I'd rather have Halbs. This place belongs to the Hussites again. Very, very good. Now my tower can fire... Wait, do I have Yasuma? Oh, jeez. Am I just going to be up against infinite unit spam forever now? Wait, Taborite reforms. Archers gain +1/+1 armors? What? Okay, that's just all OP stuff. After researching... Hussite missionaries enter frenzy? Okay. Hussites fight to the end! Alright. Okay, so we can make Hussite crossbow. We also now have thumb ring, which Bohemians don't normally have.
Stavím, stavím, stavím.
Zdař Bůh, pravdu díš. Stavím, stavím.
Jsem připravena. Zdař Bůh, stavím. Co žádáš? Stavím.
This is all Magyar siege rams too.
Co žádáš? Stavím.
Stuff is all OP.
Stavím. Stavím, stavím.
Rozumím, ano, žádá. Bojujme.
Ano, štěpu dřevo. Stavím.
Ano. Stavím.
Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Jsem připraven. Stavím, stavím, stavím,
Co
stavím.
žádáš?
What's over here?
Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
Let's send another light cav over that way.
Budiš. Ano. Stavím.
Co žádáš? Ano.
Guess we'll just keep on.
Stavím. 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 Stavím.
Jsem připraven.
Keep on,
Stavím.
keeping on.
Stavím. Žádáš. Stavím.
Jsem připravena.
Ano.
Probím v dolu. Zdař Bůh. Co žádáš? Stavím.
Zdař
Stavím.
Bůh, jsem připraven. Štěpu dřevo.
Jsem připravena.
Žádáš.
Oh dear, oh dearie, dearie, dear.
Stavím.
Ano. Stavím. Stavím. Stavím.
Oh dear.
Vašim službám. Do útoku.
What's the hockey here? C? Oh, I guess because we get them instead of cav archers, because Bohemians don't get cav archers normally.
Stavím. Co žádáš? Stavím. Zdař Bůh. Pravdu díš. Ano.
Jsem připraven. Ano, ano.
Alright.
Vykonám to. Žádám.
Ano, co přikazuješ? Zbraně.
Man, I really should have just sat on my butt until 200 population, right?
Zdař Bůh. Ano.
Ano.
But, like, that doesn't make good content.
Jsem připraven. Ano.
Elite Hussite wagon.
Jsem připravena. Vykonám to. Stavím. Ano.
Alright.
Budiš.
Please keep ourselves safe over here.
Stavím. Co žádáš? Stavím. Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
Oh, I wonder if there's anything from that worker.
Jsem připravena. Ano.
Jsem
Zdař
připraven.
Bůh. Jsem připravena. Ořu
Žádá.
zemi. Co žádáš?
Stavím.
Ano. Vykonám to. Štěpu dřevo. Štěpu dřevo. Stavím.
Ano.
And of course, we can't get Hofnitze.
Bůh, co žádá. Jsem připraven.
Robím v dolu. Co žádáš?
Zdař
Stavím.
Bůh.
Just need to get my eco back up and running.
Ano. Stavím. Zdař Bůh. Jsem připravena.
Štěpu dřevo. Stavím.
Get two-man saw.
Co žádáš? Budiš. Štěpu dřevo. Zdař Bůh.
Štěpu dřevo.
Jsem
Zdař
připravena.
Bůh. Stavím.
Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Rozumím. Jak
Alright.
žádáš. Rozumím.
Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
Oh, let's get another light cav up over there.
Co žádáš. Stavím. Ano. Stavím.
Co žádáš? Stavím.
Jsem připraven. Stavím.
Jsem připravena.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything that guy has to say.
Budiš. Ano.
Maybe we need to send a military unit? There's no way that worker doesn't do anything.
Zdař Bůh. Ano.
Ořu zemi. Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Jsem připraven. Stavím.
Oh, it's just another Magyar siege ram that don't exist. Frickin' cheaters!
Žádáš? Dolu. Stavím. Stavím.
Oh, go. Yeah, I know. I'm literally there. What? And this is colon, I thought. Yeah, let's just delete Genoese crossbowmen. Thumb ring.
Zdař Bůh.
Ano, jsem připraven.
Robím
Need to get some of
volu.
that.
Zdař Bůh.
Pravdu díš. Stavím.
Ano.
Some more Hussite wagons. Let's see if they keep that +7 attack. That would make them absolutely busted.
Ano.
Jsem připraven. Sbírám. Co žádáš?
Zdař Bůh. Co žádáš? Stavím. Ano. Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Zdař Bůh.
Zdař
Budíš.
Bůh.
All right. That'll give us some siege workshops to go with.
Budiš. Robím v dolu. Co žádáš? Štěpu dřevo. Ano. Stavím.
Ano, jak žádáš.
Really?
Vaším
Useless
službám.
frickin' worker. Oh, what are these guys doing? Bandits. Banditos. Oh, there's Pippin.
Zdař Bůh. Vykonám
Robím
to.
v
Dolu.
Jsem
Stavím.
připravena. Robím v dolu.
We'll need to go ahead and get siege engineers in a moment. Like a lake or something.
Co žádáš?
Stavím. Co žádáš? Ano, čepu dřevo.
Ano.
Okay, here's Pippin again. Get that, and I guess that. Ah, yeah, you can build Hussite missionary.
Co přikazuješ? Rozumím, jak žádáš. Ano, co přikazuješ?
Yeah, it looks like I already have Wagenborg Tic Tacs. All right, so as long as Jan Žižka's holding the line for now,
Ano, jak žádáš. Do útoku.
Jsem připraven.
Co žádáš?
Ano. Stavím.
all right, I think I've got most of the upgrades I want.
Vaším službám. Bojujme.
I wonder if I can get siege rams too. That'd be pretty useful. Okay, yeah, so we have absolutely busted Hussite wagons with a gajillion attack.
Rozumím. Žádáš. Vaším službám. Ano, rozumím. Jak žádáš. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Bojujme. Co přikazuješ?
Okay, they do have some cav archers. Oh, who's orange? Oh, that's Kutnahora, that's right. I guess we can get the organ guns as well. Why not?
Žádáš. Vaším službám. Rozumím. Jak žádáš.
All right, now let's make our way to Kutnahora.
Žádáš.
Okay, these guys don't feel very good. That's actually terrible stats.
Ano, do útoku.
Okay, that's not A for those guys.
Vaším službám. Bojujme.
Ano.
What about Town Watch and Town Patrol?
Co žádáš?
Are you stuck? Oh, you're stuck.
Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně. Vaším službám. Jak žádáš.
All right.
Vaším službám.
We have our Genoese crossbowmen with full upgrades, mind you.
Přikazuješ. Ano, co přikazuješ? Ano. Vaším službám. Ano, ano, pane. Vaším službám. Žádáš.
Zdař Bůh. Štěpu dřevo. Ano.
Co přikazuješ?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Žádáš. Do útoku. Ano, rozumím. Jak žádáš. Bojujme. Do zbraně. Ano.
Oh, wait, now it has a different... they have different hotkeys.
Rozumím. Vaším službám.
Zdař Bůh. Vykonám to. Štěpu dřevo. Jsem
Zdař Bůh.
připravena.
Budíš. Čepu dřevo.
Ano. Vaším službám. Ano, pane. Do zbraně. Ano, jak žádáš.
All right, these just look like organ guns with the movement speed bows from Wagenborg Tactics.
Rozumím. Ano, jak žádáš. Vaším službám. Rozumím. Jak žádáš.
Wait, are you guys stuck or something? What is going on?
Ano, rozumím.
Yeah, go that way. Go attack Jan Žižka. He's your real enemy.
Ano. Čepu dřevo. Jsem připraven. Čepu dřevo.
Co žádáš?
Oh my goodness.
Přikazuješ. Bojujme. Vaším službám.
Oh yeah, Genoese crossbowmen are going to be insane to have.
Do zbraně! Ano, vašim službám. Vašim službám.
Co žádáš?
So I don't need quite as many on food.
Lovím zvěř. Čepu dřevo.
Oh, are they free? They're free!
Ano, do útoku! Co přikazuješ?
All right. I think we're hopefully working closer to our victory march. Oh, wait. Does the Hussite wagon now remove armor? That okay, like, our units are absolutely broken.
Ano, co přikazuješ?
Okay, we're at 5 nice hoofs.
Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Žádáš. Vašim službám. Rozumím. Ano, bojujme. Ano, vašim službám.
Alright.
Ano, co přikazuješ? Žádáš. Rozumím. Vašim službám. Žádáš. Do útoku. Rozumím.
Now, we're not supposed to destroy too many buildings, so we'll see if we can just snipe the castles. Well, we need to destroy those bombard towers, otherwise we can't get in.
Ano, rozumím. Vašim službám. Žádáš. Bojujme. Ano, rozumím. Jak žádáš. Ano, pane. Žádáš. Do útoku.
Okay, this pathfinding is truly awful. Oh my goodness, what is this? I might destroy you as well.
Ano, co
All right,
žádáš?
let's start building closer to the front line again.
Stavím. Zdař Bůh, pravdu díš. Vykonám to.
Convert the buildings because they're going to have heresy and faith and all that stuff. They're Bohemians, and they're in Imperial Age.
Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Bojujme. Vašim službám.
Actually, I myself should be getting
Jsem
upgrades.
připraven. Ano, zdař Bůh. Jsem připraven. Stavím.
Get you guys.
Připravena.
Žádáš.
I'm having a hard time seeing everything on this minimap.
Ano,
Here's some stone.
Co
stavím.
žádáš? Stavím.
Ano, žádáš.
Oh, wait, the ranged. Oh, that's so bizarre. I mean, this is the thing with the infinite unit spam stuff, is that
Po dřevo. Stavím.
Ano,
you just need to have production as close as possible. Oh, I never got two-man saw. Ah, Orgy! My attack. Wait, well, I mean, like, I just hope I'm not going to be doing this constantly. Right, make one of every unit and just fling them into this infinite unit spam grinder.
Ano, štěpu dřevo. Štěpu dřevo. Zdař Bůh. Štěpu dřevo. Stavím. Štěpu dřevo.
Why is that?
Stavím.
I don't know.
ano,
Co žádáš? Zdař připravena. Ano, stavím.
Is it an issue with the folwark?
přikazuješ.
Ano, jsem připraven. Žádáš.
Ano, vašim službám.
Zdař Bůh. Pravdu, vykonám to.
All right, all right.
Ano, ano, vykonám to. Pravdu dí. Jsem připraven. Čepu dřevo. Stavím.
It's too cold. Give me your food.
Zdař Bůh.
Sure. I've got plenty of it.
Co žádáš? Budíš. Stavím.
Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Ano, jak žádáš. Bojujme.
All right.
Ano, Vykonám to. Co žádáš?
Again, the real challenge isn't like
Čepu dřevo. Robím v dolu.
figuring out what to do. It's just a matter of
Rozumím.
getting the bills to build the stuff at the front line so we can eventually grind them down.
Ano, pane. Jak žádáš. Do zbraně.
Wait! What?
Ano. Ano, pane. Ano, pane.
It's a double bombard tower! Look at it! Okay, start getting some trebs as well. The most important stuff to get forward first are siege workshops because they make the slowest units.
Do útoku. Do zbraně.
Ano, co žádáš?
Ano. Rozumím. Žádáš. Bojujme.
Oh, need to go after you.
Ano. Co přikazuješ? Do útoku. Bojujme.
Pair you.
Ano, pane. Žádáš. Do zbraně.
Get faith.
Ano. Rozumím. Bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Do zbraně.
Wait, dude, destroy the frickin' treb.
Co přikazuješ?
Alright,
Jsem připravena. Budiš.
now we need to get some barracks.
Stavím. Ano, co žádáš?
Cheap artificial way to increase difficulty? Yeah. Generally speaking, more infinite unit spam should be the last thing that you look to improve.
Rozumím. Žádáš. Bojujme. Do útoku. Vašim službám. Ano, ano, pane. Žádáš.
Ano, stavím.
Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám.
Ugh.
Ano, jak žádáš. Rozumím.
Jsem připraven.
Bojujme. Vašim službám. Ano.
Alright.
Žádáš.
Jsem připravena.
Guess we can build some. Well, no, first we need to get some more archery ranges.
Stavím. Jsem připraven.
Ano, pane. Žádám. Jak
Ano.
žádáš.
Ano. Budíš. Stavím.
Ano, co žádáš?
And of course, bombard towers will be essential, as they always are.
Do zbraně.
We do have a lot of Hussite wagons. Oh, I don't think I ever got guilds. No.
Vašim službám. Jak žádáš. Do zbraně. Co přikazuješ? Službám. Do útoku. Bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Do útoku.
All right. And Yanni here isn't dead.
Žádáš. Dáš Bůh.
Rozumím.
Stavím.
Ano. Do zbraně.
Jsem připraven. Stavím.
Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ?
All right.
Jak žádáš.
One more. I don't think we've destroyed any religious buildings.
Ano.
I think.
Bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně. Žádáš. Do zbraně. Vašim službám. Do útoku. Rozumím.
Oh my goodness.
Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Jak žádáš. Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Bojujme. Co přikazuješ? Ano, rozumím. Do zbraně. Bojujme. Ano, pane. Do útoku. Jak žádáš. Rozumím.
What do you mean? They have infinite resources and infinite units. So anything that is other than just mowing them down.
Ano.
Not gonna work.
Budíš. Vykonám to. Stavím.
Co žádáš?
Stavím.
Ano.
Ano. Pravdu díš. Štěpu dřevo. Vykonám to.
What?
Stavím. Co žádáš? Budíš.
Jsem připravena. Pravdu díš. Stavím.
Co přikazuješ? Ano. Bojujme. Do zbraně. Do útoku. Bojujme.
You know, people ask me all the time to do more custom campaigns. I can't deal with this more than once every few months.
Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Do útoku.
Jsem připraven.
Zdař
Pravdu díš.
Bůh.
Robím v dolu. Robím v
Ano.
dolu.
Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Vašim službám. Do zbraně.
Do you want to play Get Rich Quick again? No, I in fact intend to never play Get Rich Quick again. Oh, and they're repairing too, the jerkwads.
Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně. Vašim službám.
I just have to defeat, yeah, Sigismund, Pippo, and destroy the castle. So I mean, it's a very basic scenario here, but it's the intro scenario. So
Co přikazuješ?
the thing is, if this is what we're up against in the intro scenario, I worry about the rest of the campaign.
Ano. Co přikazuješ? Do útoku.
Is this uphill? I don't know.
Vašim službám. Rozumím.
All right.
Ano. Do zbraně. Co přikazuješ?
Here we are.
Jsem připraven. Budíš.
We have finally reclaimed Kutnahora. Thank you, Jan Jishka.
Ano.
We'll fight to the end. Please accept them. All right.
Ano. Vašim službám. Ano, pane.
Now to go after Red's camp.
Stavím.
Send out the reserves.
Zdař Bůh.
Co žádáš?
Co
Ano.
žádáš?
Stavím.
Ano.
Stavím.
Rozumím. Jak žádáš.
Oh yeah, did I ever build?
Co žádáš?
Jsem připravena. Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
Ano. Co rozumíš? Vašim službám. Ano, pane. Jak žádáš.
No, Jan Jishka's basically been taking all of the punishment. Oh, there's Nebovidi.
Ano. Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Ano. Do útoku.
Ano. Jsem připravena. Zdař Bůh.
Oh wait, we have double bombard towers ourselves. This is so stupid.
Ano.
Zdař Bůh.
Budíš. Stavím.
Heal up my units. My units have way too high of a turnover rate for to be bothered about that.
Pravdu díš. Ano. Štěpu
I mean, the
dřevo.
only
Stavím.
relevant skill here is macro.
Jak žádáš. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Bojujme. Ano. Vašim
Oh, is this just another another enemy to spam at us?
přikazuješ. Bojujme.
Žádám. Stavím. Jsem připraven. Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
That you can't do that. You've literally never been able to do that. All right. 8+6 range. What? Okay, so I literally can't use the Hofnitsa against the castles. I have to use Trebs.
Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Rozumím. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Ano. Ano, pane. Žádáš. Do zbraně. Ano, pane. Žádáš.
Oh, jeez.
Rozumím. Bojujme. Jak žádáš. Ano, pane.
It's okay, Dark Now the people are fleeing, but you can look here. Stole the equipment you need. Wait. Click to visit the blacksmith? Blacksmith. Oh. Wait,
Ano.
what?
Stavím.
Ano, rozumím, žádám. Do útoku.
Oh, our hand cannoneers now have 6 pierce armor. That's balanced. Okay, we sniped their castle.
Ano.
Co žádáš?
Stavím.
Oh, a little bit more stone here.
Zdař Bůh, stavím. Co žádáš?
Čepní dřevo. Stavím.
Ano.
No wonder our wood income isn't very good.
Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Ano, co přikazuješ? Vašim službám.
Ah, wait, here are our nice hoofs.
Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Rozumím, jak ano, žádá vašim službám. Ano, do zbraně.
Oops.
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Do útoku. Vašim službám. Do zbraně.
Yeah, I think there is a mod like that.
Ano. Vašim službám. Bojujme. Do útoku. Ano. Do zbraně.
I never expected you to rise from the ashes.
Ano, pane. Do útoku.
Yeah, our Hussite wagons also have the Shravamsha shields.
Ano, vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Jak žádá. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Do útoku.
Yeah, 16 range, but I think that's gonna be fine as long as they don't target my bombard cannons or Hofnitsa.
Vašim službám.
Yeah, we're gonna take them down fast anyway.
Žádám. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane.
Jsem připravena. Ano. Stavím.
Ano, pane. Vašim službám. Do zbraně. Ano, rozumím. Bojujme.
Are they deleting stuff or no? I think that's just my ally.
Ano,
Ano. Žádá.
do útoku. Přikazuješ.
I mean, I guess blue will just run into the frickin' meat grinder here.
Ano,
What kind of a monster are you?
jak žádáš.
Don't run away. Aren't we close friends? Don't leave me all alone. Oh, do we get to...
Ano, pane.
Oh, wait.
Bojujme. Rozumím.
Wait, what? Oh, there's Emperor Sigismund.
Co žádáš?
Jsem připraven. Zdař Bůh.
Pravdu budiš.
I mean, I'm a little concerned that we're going to be running low on gold here.
Ano. Stavím.
Ano, pane. Žádáš. Ano, pane. Žádáš. Do útoku. Rozumím. Co přikazuješ?
Oh, there's more stuff there from red.
Ano, ano, pane. Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Bojujme. Ano,
Go get him!
vašim službám.
Dude, stop running, you frickin' coward!
Ano,
Died!
žádáš. Vašim službám. Ano,
Does that do anything? Oh my goodness, he's got even more stuff over there.
co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Do zbraně. Ano, co přikazuješ? Rozumím. Vašim službám. Bojujme.
Elite Bohemian Knight is like an even more broken Latus with good armor.
Co žádáš?
Ano.
Vykonám to. Pravdu díš. Budíš.
So my concern now is that I literally just have to go across the entire map and destroy every single enemy, even though the actual gameplay loop is like already basically done, right?
Jsem
I've
připraven. Budíš.
I have an unstoppable army, right?
Pravdu díš. Stavím.
Ano. Co
Ano,
žádáš?
vykonám to.
But what more else is there?
Co přikazuješ? Žádá. Ano, pane. Vašim službám. Žádá.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, also my halbs get tower shields, duh.
Ano. Bojujme.
Guess why the heck not? Yep.
Jsem připraven, vykonám to. Ano, stavím.
I am really worried I'm gonna run out of gold. Oh, they destroyed all the bombard towers over here finally.
Jsem
Stavím.
připraven. Stavím.
Zdař Bůh.
Zdař Bůh.
Stavím. Jsem připravena.
Hold the fort!
Ano, co přikazuješ? Do zbraně.
Wait, Jan Zizka... That's not stirrups. It's some cavalry attack speed bonus, though.
Ano, žádáš.
Not quite as good as stirrups. Can I trade with Zizka? He does have a market right there.
Ano,
Budíš.
co žádáš?
Stavím.
Zdař Bůh.
Stavím.
Guess we can get
Stavím.
trade going.
Stavím.
It's not going to be very good, though.
Připravena.
Because my allies have infinite resources. They don't need resources.
Rozumím, žádáš. Bojujme. Rozumím, ano, pane, žádám. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Do útoku, do zbraně, do zbraně.
Jsem připraven. Stavím. Zdař Bůh.
Ano, budiš.
Protect but we already killed Emperor Sigismund.
Do útoku. Ano, pane, rozumím. Ano, pane. Bojujme. Vašim službám. Do útoku.
Wait, Red? I thought we killed Red. I guess Orange is finishing them off.
Vykonám to. Stavím.
Zdař Bůh. Stavím. Žádáš.
Ano,
Vykonám to.
At least I don't think there is there a way for me to win this any faster. Oh, also we are absolutely putting this on ×2 speed. I forgot about that.
Ano. Bojujme. Do zbraně. Rozumím.
Ugh.
Ano, pane. Rozumím. Žádám. Co přikazuješ? Do útoku. Ano, ano,
co
rozumím.
žádáš?
Why can't I repair you?
Zdař Bůh.
Ano. Co přikazuješ? Do zbraně.
Ano.
Highest speed ×8.
Stavím.
Jsem připraven,
připraven.
vykonám to. Stavím. Co žádáš?
Stavím.
Zdař Bůh. Stavím.
I guess I never got fervor from my bills. Whoops. Now the game's starting to lag.
Do útoku. Co přikazuješ? Žádám. Žádáme. Ano, rozumím. Žádám. Do zbraně. Ano, pane. Žádáš. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Bojujme.
Remember, YouTube heavily penalizes videos that are especially long.
Vašim službám. Do zbraně. Ano. Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Ano, ano, rozumím. Bojujme. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Vašim službám.
Co žádáš? Ano. Pravdu díš. Ano. Štěpu dřevo. Stavím.
Jsem připraven. Ano, Zdař štěpím Bůh. dřevo.
Could be a time lapse. But is it worth all the effort to edit it?
Do útoku.
Jsem připraven. připravena. Stavím. Stavím.
Rozumím. Ano, pane. Do zbraně. Vašim službám. Do útoku. Co přikazuješ? Vašim službám. Ano, přikazuješ. Vašim službám.
Well, I mean, Orange is being extremely helpful.
Ano. Bojujme.
Jsem připraven.
Co
Pravdu,
žádáš?
čepu dřevo.
Can we play on times 4 speed? Let's see how ludicrous we can get. Oh, got Sigismund. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Rozumím. Ano, pane. Bojujme.
Ano, ano.
Vašim službám. Co přikazuješ? Ano, pane. Ano, rozumím. Ano,
This is the best content.
Vykonám to. Štěpu dřevo.
Ano. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Rozumím. Vašim službám. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Ano. Rozumím. Ano, přikazuješ. Ano, rozumím.
Everything getting stuck.
Vašim službám. Ano, pane. Jak žádáš. Ano.
Oh, I need to cross.
Zdař
Přikazuješ. Ano, pane. Žádáš. Vašim službám. Ano, rozumím. Ano, rozumím. Vašim žádáš. Rozumím. Službám.
Oh my goodness. I mean, my allies will probably kill them eventually.
Jsem připravena. Stavím.
Ano. Jak žádáš. Do útoku. Vašim službám.
Ano, co žádáš? Štěpu dřevo. Lovím zvěř.
Sigismund? We already defeated Sigismund.
Žádá. Rozumím. Ano, pane. Bojujme.
Stař Bůh, žádám. Budíš. Stavím. Ano.
Jsem připravena. Pravdu díš. Štěpu dřevo.
Draw your swords! That's army. Oh, well, I don't know where. Using guns and cannons, no sense of chivalry at all.
Co přikazuješ? Jak žádáš. Ano, pane.
Oh, go get him! Outside missionary.
Ano. Vašim službám. Jak žádáš. Do útoku.
Yeah, destroy the heretics.
Co přikazuješ? Bojujme. Do útoku.
Oh, we did it. We did it. Get lost. Why does he always manage to defeat me? Fight you in the days to come. I've heard of that battle. It was one of Jan Žižka's many legendary victories. The old man's words sparked some memories in me. It seems like the deeds of heroes have not been entirely forgotten, but it's a great pity that not long after that battle, Jan Žižka, the undefeated military god, passed away due to the plague while besieging Pribislav. On that day, the stars in the sky seemed unusually pale, as if even the stars mourned his passing. and the wind gently swept across the land as though whispering a farewell to him. The old man's voice grew sorrowful as he spoke of this great leader's death. So what happens next, I asked. I don't know much about the Hussites, but from little I understand, even without such a great leader, they wouldn't give up so easily. Exactly, young man. The old Václav seemed to snap out of his sadness. His spirits lifted once more. The brave Hussites wouldn't fall so easily. Soon the Crusaders would realize how foolish they were to think that the death of Jan Žižka could break the Hussites' resolve. Prokop the Great would bring them terror and nightmares equal to that of Žižka. Look at that! Oh my goodness, guys. Uh-huh. Don't think I missed anything. Well, guys, that was the finale of a hero. Next time will be the first successor. See you then. Oh, geez, guys. Like, what do I even do? I lost over half my viewers doing that, and I feel like it's also going to not perform well on YouTube. I don't even know. Can I Marco Polo the next map? Sure. Why do I feel like this is going to be extremely similar? Mm-hmm. Stop moving my... Stop it! Stop it! Oh, boy. Well, I see. Trying to decide if this is even worth me continuing. I have the feeling that it is not going to be worth it for me to continue. I don't know if I would have fared better if the league match had, or the other match had gone on much longer and I didn't have to do that, or I don't know, guys. Single play. Well, I think beyond that, I don't think it's gonna really go up if I switch back over. So, I think I'm gonna head off. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.